Then I'm going to turn on the lights because I'm expecting great news from this month's video game news. So I won't be a moment. Give me a moment.
Okay. Okay.
I have turned the lights on because I expect nothing but great things.
Right. Here we go. We are back with part 2, which is video game news. And I'll go through some of the things that I found interesting.
I've got one thing.
Okay.
If I can quickly say one thing.
Yeah.
That's okay. So, did you enjoy the Mario film?
I did enjoy the Mario film.
It's pretty good, right?
Yeah, it was. I'm really excited.
Do you like Zelda?
I do like Zelda a lot.
Would you like to see Tom Holland as Link?
No, I would not like to see Tom Holland as Link. I gotta be honest, that is not a good casting choice in my eyes.
So,
if you're gonna put someone as Link, please don't put a Tom Holland. Okay, before we get into that though.
That a Zelda film is indeed in development right now, and
which is
we've got no clue
biggest
what format it's gonna be, because honestly, it's gonna be live action, I think, isn't it?
It's a live action Zelda movie, yes.
Sounds really strange. I can't get my head around that.
Did you see the tweet that Miyamoto put out?
I did, yeah.
The way it was worded was so funny to me, because it sounded like he was like being held hostage, or like it was a snake call. It was like, this is Miyamoto. I have been in talks with Avid and Shigeru Miyamoto, and it was just the way he did it.
Yeah, that's right.
Avid is doing the directing. I looked into the people who are doing this film. So it's being financed by Sony Pictures and Nintendo, which I can't wrap my head around, because the idea of Sony financing a Nintendo movie is just hilarious to me.
It's, I suppose they want to. I suppose they knew, they now, people know by now that video game adaptations of films can work now, especially with Detective Pikachu and Mario especially. So the next best thing is definitely going to be Zelda. So, I'm not surprised people are hopping on this shit.
But live action?
It's live action though, which is the thing.
I'm hesitant about this, I really am, because the idea of like,
Link talking is just gonna throw me off.
I mean, are we gonna get an excuse me, princess? You know?
It's like, how is it gonna work? Because Zelda characters, like Mario, all they do is grunt and say like little 1-word to 2-word sentence voice lines and stuff. Whereas with Mario, it can't work because they made it work, because not only was the direction writing pretty damn good for it, but also it was animated, which fell in line with the already colourful and cartoony mainstream appeal that Mario is. Yeah. Whereas Zelda is like, it's... I don't know, man. Maybe it depends on what Zelda they're actually gonna adapt. Are they gonna adapt a video game Zelda? Are they gonna take a certain plot? Are they gonna make their own film plot? Will they do an origin story of Link? Is it just gonna be a basic, Zelda's in trouble, save the princess from evil, dark magic desert man? Like, it's so... Like, how they... I got no clue how they're going to go about this.
I'm not weirded out. I'm not weirded out by Zelda and Ganondorf talking, because they talk in, like...
It's not... That's not the point. It's not them talking. It's just, how are they going to... What is the adaptation going to be based on? Is what I'm, like, wondering.
How do you translate Zelda into a live-action movie and make it good? Like, are they going to have dungeons? Because it's... I don't know. It just... Zelda's a weird one, because I would feel like if they were gonna adapt Zelda, I mean...
Well, they'd have to make it less gamey, because it's a film.
Yeah. It can't be gamey. It's got to be more like film, because it's got to work through its medium. It's got to work to film. I mean, it can have elements of game moments.
It would have little references and Easter eggs that are obviously to do with the games, and obviously you keep the staples like, hook shots, the Master Sword, and Triforce, and all that stuff.
there's got to be loads more talking in it. It's got to have loads more talking. It can't just be like Link by himself for like, you know, a good majority of the movie, which is like the games.
It's like, will Link talk, or will Link be a mute and everyone else talks? Because
that could be an interesting concept.
Do you remember when people flipped out over voice acting in Breath of the Wild, but after that people just accepted it, and now it's seen as just like a normal slash also a good thing as well. So it can be done. The voice acting is there in the Zelda series, like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are showing. But it's like in live action film format, that might be even weirder. I think I don't know if Link should talk in this or not. I feel
like it would be interesting if he didn't talk. I kind of like the dynamic of him not actually talking and everyone talking around him.
He is just a mute and everyone accepts it, right?
Yeah, that
unless you want to go, unless your adaptation is based off CDI, which would be fucking hilarious. But I doubt they go there.
Excuse me, princess.
They would touch up my 10-foot pole.
No, it wouldn't. But that's the only time Link's actually talked, and it was horrifying.
Sure is boring around here.
Wasn't there? Wait, wasn't there a Zelda like TV show in the olden days, like a really old cartoon of Zelda?
My knowledge of ancient Nintendo spin-offs is limited. I need to
check a second. I just want to check if there was Zelda TV.
Because I'm pretty sure CDI is the only game where Link actually talks.
There was a Legend of Zelda animated series back in the really old day.
Did Link talk in it?
Actually,
better question. Was it good?
No.
Didn't think so. Okay, right. So moving on. Live adaptation of the film. How are they?
Who do you want?
Like, who will be Link is what I want to know.
Well, who do you want to be Link?
Like, I don't know. I still can't get my head around the fact that Zelda is going to be a live action film. I would very much like Tingle to be voiced and acted by Jack Black. I feel like he'd definitely kill it.
My God, Tingle.
You know he'd rock
Black. It. That would be so funny.
You know he'd rock it.
That would be so funny.
Jack Black just becomes a universal actor for any and all Nintendo films, and he's Tingle in the Zelda film. I'd love that so much. It's like, you know, when we found out that Jack Black was Bowser, and half of us are like, oh, I want to watch the Mario film just because Jack Black is Bowser. That would be the same with Tingle, and you know it. You know that would sell if people knew that Jack Black was going to be Tingle.
Look, since Nintendo likes to go for like big name actors
nowadays
for their movies, clearly if the Mario movie is any indication of who they're gonna like, you know, I would like, you know, like I think Danny DeVito would make a good Deku Tree.
Danny DeVito would also make a good Tingle now that I think about it.
You got the giant tree.
Oh no.
The Deku tree is Danny DeVito.
I'm really curious on what elements they're gonna bring into this.
Oh God. Who would be Zelda? I'm trying to think of a good actor. Oh, fucking Margot Robbie as Zelda. Just do it.
Fuck it. She's now staple and hot princess character. Yeah. My God.
Oh my God.
Every famous woman in video games will now be cast by Margot Robbie.
To be honest though, I actually don't want them to pick big name actors. I want it to be like a cast of unknowns. Because give more people a chance. Plus, Link is meant to be a character who you're not like...
They won't do though, because it won't sell.
I know.
Chris Pratt needs to voice someone in this adaptation.
Oh, for God's sake. Chris Pratt is fucking Ganondorf. Oh, God, that'd be fucking awful.
I would hate that. No, Chris Pratt as the king or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Get fucking Jim Carrey as Majora's Mask or something.
Oh, the Happy Mask Salesman.
Happy Mask Salesman as Jim Carrey is actually a super good casting. That's actually really, that's a base casting.
I could see that. Oh shit.
Idris Elba as Ganondorf.
Oh wow! Oh, you know what? That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, we're already thinking some good ideas here.
Yeah. So yeah, the Zelda movie. I mean, guys, I'd join in the comment section, or if on Patreon or the comment section, tell us what your casting would be for Ganondorf, Zelda, and Link.
What's your dream cast for the Zelda film?
And Tingle and
especially Tingle.
Yeah.
Midna as well. I'm curious if the Midna gets adapted into it. Oh man, Midna. Oh boy. That would.
It depends what they adapt.
That would definitely catch the attention by a lot of people if Midna was in the film.
So yeah, the Zelda movie's a massive one. So here's another one, Joe.
Is it controversial?
No, it's not controversial. It's kind of a good thing.
Shocker.
I mean, it's a good thing for PlayStation. I mean, I would say PlayStation fans. So PlayStation, I don't know if you knew this, but they had 12 live service games planned for to be released.
Yeah, I know this. Yes, that's right.
And they said they're scaling back to 6. Now, I still think 6 is a lot, but
still
if they
overkill.
had 12 and they're scaling back to 6, that just goes to say, oh yeah, they're not confident on live service anymore.
Good.
Which is great.
Because
honestly, I'm done with the live service trend.
Yeah, same here.
It is killing me.
Media Revolution. Just let Fortnite do its thing and leave it at that.
Stop trying to catch this live service like lightning. It's not gonna happen. No one is gonna be like the next like Fortnite or PUBG or whatever.
Yeah, live service shouldn't be a console thing. It should stick to like the mobile phone medium, to be honest, because obviously that's where the appeal of like live service and gacha. It's usually played on phones and handheld devices and stuff. But with consoles, people who own consoles majority of the time just want to jump onto a game without fucking online live service bullshit. Just want to jump in, play their boomer shooter with none of the stuff that holds it back and distracts them and gets them out of it and just ask for more money.
There are some parts of like live service that can be done well, but like, I mean, I like the idea of, say, you know...
Look at Multiverses.
I don't know, like...
Overwatch 2 is hated because of its live service thing.
Not Overwatch, it's not great. But I like the way... I don't know, I like the way Nintendo kind of did it. Not live service, but carried... I guess it's more DLC in that sense. But you know like how they carried on Smash for a long time because they added all those extra characters?
Oh, yeah, that's
stuff
just...
like that.
That's
but that's
just
not
DLC,
live service.
No, that's not
it's
live
not like
service.
updating constantly.
Well, patching and updates are needed to fix broken games on launch, so we definitely need those.
I mean, live service is kind of just like constant updates, right? It's like changing everything.
Live service is a game that never ends, is intended for a wide audience. Battle pass, weird deals, usually gambles, and also microtransactions, which are usually littered with, which are not confined to a PlayStation store or whatever. It's in-game purchases.
Yeah.
And it's just fucking, it's exhausting. I've had enough of it too.
It is. I don't like all that stuff of it. I just like the continuation kind of factor, but not like with the monetization. What I'm saying is like, I like extra DLCs and stuff added to games, which I think is fine as long as the
DLC
base game
fine.
is complete.
Yeah, absolutely.
As long as the
it's not
base
on
game is
disc.
complete.
Yeah, then go for it. Fuck it. Separate Ways and Resident Evil 4 was awesome. Probably the best DLC I played this year. So yeah, absolutely. Like DLC should be here to stay because it's just added stuff.
If the base game is complete, that's fair. Like I get it. But when it's like, all of this like microtransaction bullshit, I don't like it.
No. Yeah. Take notes, Atlas.
So a recent piece of news actually that it happened today or yesterday. Naughty Dog just came out and said that The Last of Us 2 is being remastered and they're adding like a horde mode, like a new mode. So
it's not like the titled Last of Us Part 1 remastered. It's more on the vein of a re-release of the same game but on PS5, correct?
Yeah, where
that's
you
what
upgrade
confused
for like
people.
Yeah, you can upgrade.
It's not a remake; it's a remaster.
It's a remaster.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Even
like,
though
and
part one was
yeah, I gotta be honest, mate. I saw
remakes. I don't know.
I saw the side by side of the PS5 upgrade and the PlayStation 4, and I honestly couldn't tell the difference.
Oh, someone just put the contrast up and on the bar, and that's what they got. That's a difference.
I can't see it. I really can't. To the untrained eye, I do not see it.
It's
it does
a big
not
cash
look
cow.
anywhere.
Naughty Dog be Naughty Dog.
And then other Last of Us news. Last of Us multiplayer that was put on ice is actually still being worked on, so it's actually not dead.
Yeah, it's really weird still. Because they had a multiplayer in part 1 which came out on the PS3 that had a actually very decent online multiplayer mode, which I played with a lot of IRL friends. So it's like, you've got that basis. So what is that? So it must be really diverging from what that once was, which kind of sucks because that was actually a really fun mode. So
yeah, I'm thinking they may be taking that mode and like making it into its own game, like a whole, again, I hate to use this, but a live service.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Honestly, it's probably one of their 6 live service games coming out.
With Naughty Dog's track record of these quote-unquote remade remasters and how many they've got, and funny enough, there are more remasters of The Last of Us than there are actual Last of Us games.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
There are 2 Last of Us games and 3 technically re-releases of them, so they put a major Capcom here, where it's like super arcade Joel and Ellie as fucking I forgot the actor's name. I'm tired. I've been up since 5 o'clock in the morning.
But the only reason like they're doing it, I feel like, is to tie into their little like season 2 of the Last of Us TV show. Like they're trying to cash in on like the hype or whatever.
And again, there's a TV show too. They've already cast what's her name? The buff mummy. I forgot her fucking name now. Abby, that's her name. Yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
Apparently they've cast Abby.
Oh okay.
Which has already come with its own slew of controversies, but then again, what doesn't these days?
No, that's true. Another big thing for PlayStation. PlayStation will no longer be using the share button for Twitter or X. Sorry, Twitter X. They're closing it down. Okay. And it's probably closed. It's closed down. That's quite shocking, really, because that button on your controller is now useless.
Yeah, like what else could you connect that to with the share feature besides just take a screenshot and just have it in your own little gallery, which only you can see?
Yeah, that was the shared. It did connect to Twitter, didn't it? And that was it. And now it's gone. Now it's useless. Now it's like, I don't know how you do it. Now you just take your photo and then you just like use a QR code, a bit like Nintendo does, where you just use a QR code and then send that to your phone, and then I don't know. It's
like
a
bunch of malarkey to me.
Yeah, not great. What do you think of this, Joe? This is a weird theory that's been going around, right? With Nintendo. So you know the new Super Mario RPG, right?
Yeah, that came out a couple days ago.
A week ago? Was it a week ago or last week?
It's out.
Yeah, it's out now. It's got like this weird color scheme where it's like emulating the Super Nintendo controller, right? Okay. Now, I didn't think anything of this, but then the new Paper Mario that's coming out in the Thousand Year Door remake is doing the exact same thing and emulating the yellow, red, blue, and green for the button layouts or whatever. You mean for on-screen prompts of buttons? Yeah, for on-screen prompts. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And now there's a new Trails game that's gonna release on the Switch that is got the same color scheme as well. And so now I'm starting to think that this is like gonna be like they're bringing back the yellow, red, and blue and green for the next Switch or whatever. Like, I think that those color buttons are gonna come back. You think it's alluding? You don't think it's stylistic choice? You think it's actually in preparation? No, I think it's alluding to like the next console. All right. Yeah. So we're going full tinfoil hat with this theory. Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't think it was weird until a third-party game was doing it as well. I was like, okay, that is kind of weird that a third-party game's now doing the button color scheme as well.
Coincidence, maybe?
I don't know, because there's also another third-party game that's doing it as well. It's not one I'll be interested in, but it's that Style Savvy one's got the same button scheme as well, the blue, red, yellow, which is weird. I'm starting to notice like these games doing it, and I'm like, why are they doing this color scheme? What? This is kind of getting weird. Sort of thing. I'm like, 4 games, I don't know, that's strange. So methinks there's something in it for the buttons for the next Switch. I don't know, that's just a weird one.
Full
the next
wacky backy theories. Fair enough. Mainly bets on that.
Oh, you know what? Do you know what? I'm willing to take a bet on this.
You know you are. You do this all the time on the Discord.
I'm willing. I'm having it on the podcast here. This is a proof bet.
Oh shit!
If there is not yellow, red, blue, and green buttons on the next Switch, I will take her down.
You'll take her down, but you down all the time during the LPs. There's got to be something more exotic.
Okay, what can I do that's more exotic?
Unless you guys were mind
I'll tell you what. I'll make another video
on another LP or something like that.
I've got it. I'll make a follow-up video to my famous 10 days with the Switch for the next system.
Oh. Okay. I was going to suggest drinking your MP, but that works
God,
too.
no. No, I'll make a follow-up video. If there is not the yellow, red, blue, and green buttons on there. I just find it weird how these games are doing it.
Fair enough.
I even think maybe Super Princess Peach is going to do it, but I haven't looked at the... I haven't seen the UI yet for that one.
Alright, we'll see what you cook then. Do you also want to make a bet on what's been nominated for Game of the Year? By any chance?
The Game of the Year. No, I was about to talk about that.
Baldur's Gate 3 is going to win. That's my bet. It's going to win.
Baldur's Gate 3 is going to win.
Baldur's Gate 3 is going to fucking win it. Yeah, you got your Mario and Tears of the Kingdom. Alan Wake 2 is apparently super good as well. I like Spider-Man 2, but it's not going to beat Baldur's Gate 3. That has made waves.
I've not even played Baldur's Gate 3.
No, I'm not either. But we both know that it's made waves throughout the gaming industry. It's pissed off every single dev in the world. That's how you know it's made a massive impact. It's gonna win. It just feels like a no-brainer.
It is. It's probably gonna win it.
Gonna be real surprised if it loses.
I'm disappointed in the RPG category and the indie category.
It's gonna win that as well. It's gonna win RPG too.
Oh, it's definitely gonna win RPG.
Poor Final Fantasy 16.
But like, I feel like the indie category, because Dave the Diver's not even an indie game.
That's
it shouldn't really be allowed in the indie category.
Yeah, because it was done by
Nexon, a subsidiary of Nexon, which is a massive, huge company.
So
they made like Maple Story and stuff. Like they're insanely massive.
So I don't know what they're on about with Dave. The Dave the Diver is apparently a really good game, but it's not an indie game.
Oh yeah, I heard it's a really good game.
No offense to Dave the Diver, but
yeah, but it shouldn't be in the indie category unless we're not defining what indie is anymore as an independent project, which is what indie meant to be. So yeah, that's not a fair one.
Yeah.
And also, like, I haven't played it, but I've heard a lot of people are upset that Octopath Traveler 2 is not in the RPG category.
I'm gonna be honest, I've not heard a thing about Octopath Traveler 2 since it came out.
Apparently it's one of people's favorite. Well, the buzz.
Apparently it's good. But I just saw it come out and I was like, cool, and I heard nothing about it ever again.
I'm gonna play it at some point. I got it for my birthday from a friend.
So the nominees. Do you know who else is pissed off about the nominees?
Who?
Xbox fans.
Oh yeah. No.
What did Starfield get nominated for?
Nothing.
No, it got one nomination.
Did it?
It did. It got a single one. I'm just looking for it right now. Starfield got nominated for a role-playing game.
Oh no!
Guess what else is in role-playing game?
Yeah.
That's Oh my god.
Dear.
Set up for a fall completely.
Yeah, I mean, I think Xbox, which are take a lot of these.
They're in complete shambles, man. But I still think the console wars are fucking stupid. But
they are.
The die-hard Xbox fans are just absolutely molding right now.
Yeah.
Sea of Stars was just not Sea of Stars. Sorry, Sea of Stars is amazing actually, and I'm glad it got nominated for also RPG and Best
Honestly,
Indie. I hope it wins Best Indie, to be honest.
It's a really good game.
But yeah, Starfield, not Sea of Stars, is it's just another Bethesda game. Like
it is.
It's not. It's got its good things. It's got its bad things. It's full of bugs, both also good and bad. But it's not really done anything to really push things that Bethesda usually do. It's very stable, and it's nowhere near as exciting of a world as Skyrim and Fallout. Which is saying something because I think sci-fi is awesome, but I'm just like it's just.
They just didn't nail it.
Nothing tops Mass Effect, I'm sorry. Like, for space travel, like, drama, aliens and stuff, it's just Mass Effect is to go to. And that's also been teased too, Mass Effect 4.
That's a great point, man, because I can segue into my next piece of news from this.
Oh, man, should we talk about more about Game Awards quickly? Because there's so much to digest on this. There's so much. I am torn between, so best performance, as in best voice acting. So, you got Yuri Lowenthal, who is fantastic as Spider-Man 2. Idris Elba is kind of already a massive celebrity, but apparently he does kill it in Cyberpunk, so more power to him. I've got to vote for my boy Ben Starr. I recently finished FF16 finally and during the stream, and dude carries Clive so hard. In fact, everyone that does insane voice work in Final Fantasy 16. You can say what you want about FF16, but the sound, the music, and the people voice acting is full 10 out of 10, top notch. It's real good shit. My ears were just seeping with this like really nice ooze every single time I play the game and plugged in my earphones. So Ben Starr is fucking amazing as Clive Rossfield, who's the main character.
He's come out of nowhere, this Ben Starr guy.
You can really feel the pain and rage and sadness during really dramatic moments, to the point where events that I wasn't too fussed about, I ended up kind of getting like a lump in my throat just because of performance alone.
Oh man, he made he
completely owned all his scenes, and he did not let up. So my vote goes to Ben Starr, absolutely.
I love how the picture of Ben Starr, like compared to all the other like voice actors, when you look at their like shots, Ben Starr's just got like earpods in, and like it's the picture of him against the wall, whereas all the others are like professional shots, headshots,
Photoshop magazine pics, and it's just Ben Starr doing his impression of Mario on Twitter. What a lad.
But yeah, he's come out of nowhere, Ben Starr. I never actually heard him in anything else other than Final Fantasy 16. Is he a new voice actor, or? I
don't know much about his prior catalogue, but I just know that he absolutely kills it as Clive. He's real good.
I like his little tweets he does on as well with his like voice impressions. He's also got.
He does it a lot of voice actors as well, including Sid's voice actor. They get up to a lot of tomfoolery, which is really cool.
Yeah, he's also got his own like Dungeons and Dragons like role playing thing.
Oh man, that's so cool! And he's a Final Fantasy fan as well, so he knew what was up.
He's a proper into video games. I can tell he's like absolutely passionate about video games.
He's a nerd like the rest of us, so he knew what the actual role was, and he absolutely nailed it. Yeah, he's wicked. What else have we got? Oh man, I'm really happy that Hi-Fi Rush has been nominated for so much. It's got nominated for audio design and best soundtrack.
That's fair. I mean, honestly, if it's gonna get something, it's gotta get one of those.
It's got a lot, man. It's also been nominated for best action game, which breaks my heart because Armored Core 6 is on there as well, and it's like that's the only nomination that Armored Core 6 got, which I think is bogus. How that did not get nominated for audio design is fucking beyond me, because that game is atmosphere incarnate. It's from Soft. What the fuck? And also art direction too. Like, what are they smoking? It just goes to show that, I mean, everyone's like, Game Awards is charged by fucking, the industry and companies and blah, blah, blah. But it's funny, because even Jeff Keighley tweeted, like, There's been a lot of companies that have called them up saying that they're happy and also disappointed as well.
Yeah.
It's like, so it just goes to show that how packed it's been this year for video games, you just can't please everyone.
You can't please everyone, man.
Yeah.
You really can't. It's
I can
really
see
hard
why
to-
FF16 has not been nominated for Game of the Year, because while a game is really good, it has its flaws, and
oh man.
again, so many video games have just made a massive impact that it's just
It's such a patch here. There's too many things
hard.
that have just easily. I'm surprised Pokemon Scarlet and Violet weren't nominated for Best RPG. Well, you know.
That came out last year.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
It came out this year.
No, it didn't. It came out last year. What are you talking about?
Did it?
Yeah.
No, I swear it was
No,
this year.
it came out a lot. We played it. It came out in like November last year.
Oh shit! I thought it was this year.
Nope, last year.
I thought it was like the start of this year.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh my man. Am I going crazy?
It came out
last year,
18th
November.
Last year.
Yeah. Oh wait, that doesn't qualify. Oh, that's a shame.
No, it came out last year. It's Game of the Year.
But, I mean, I was only saying it unironically, but I was like, honestly, it was yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
No,
nowhere to be
no.
seen for obvious reasons.
Yeah, for obvious reasons.
Final Fantasy 14 is definitely going to win community support. I feel. I find it fucking hilarious that Destiny 2 is on there.
Oh, isn't is it not on for best on running? Is it is there a category for
Ongoing
best
game?
on running?
It's going to win ongoing game, definitely.
Yeah.
Ongoing. Honestly, no. I take that back. Community support. Cyberpunk might have a chance because that's had insane support, and honestly, they've made a massive comeback since the release of that game. And I actually really want to play Cyberpunk now too, now that the DLC is out.
I want to play Cyberpunk as well. Actually,
It's really,
I do want to
it's really
check it out
sucky
at
for
some
them
point.
too, because what they more
The
power to them
anime
for
made me
doing
wanna
this,
watch
but what
it.
they did was
Play
that
it.
they released the DLC, but they actually got people telling them in Discord they got no net gain from it. Apparently, they
Ah.
lost more money than the money that they actually gained from the DLC, because this DLC was just to save its reputation and to complete the whole package.
Yeah.
It was like they used up loads of money to make it, but they didn't get a lot of money back for it. So they actually lost money making it. And it's actually a really good add-on as well. So honestly, more power to them for doing that. I wouldn't fucking do that, but they did. So
I mean, they had to gain back their trust because
Yeah.
they lost it so hard.
yeah, it was a big
Honestly,
one.
consumer trust was lost after Cyberpunk.
It
with
wasn't a
CD
great
Projekt
release
Red.
at all for it. It was pretty
But I feel like
disastrous.
I feel like with the anime and they kept on working on Cyberpunk, and now it's actually a really good game.
Yeah, anime is what sold
I feel
me.
like they gained the public's trust back a bit. I
Yeah.
feel like CD Projekt Red actually
Made a bit of a comeback. So that would be really cool if that wins community support, if I'm being honest.
I honestly think it as a story it would be nice that if it wins community support, because
Ongoing
it
game.
definitely got community support.
Ongoing game
What are
is
the choices for
interesting.
ongoing game?
Fortnite, FF14, Genshin Impact, Cyberpunk 2077, and Apex Legends.
Not Honkai Star Rail. Oh, that's
Honkai
okay.
Star Rail is up for best mobile game,
Oh wow.
which I
okay.
think is going to win, if I'm being honest,
I'm thinking that's gonna win it as well.
because it's up against FF7 of a Crisis, Monster Hunter Now, Hello Kitty Island Adventure, which is great, and Terra Nil.
Oh, I think it. Well, I don't know. What if FS7 takes it? I don't know.
I doubt that
That's,
very much. Genshin,
I don't know. I actually
Hoyoverse
don't know
is
much about
a monopoly now with so many fans. It's known throughout the world now almost. I know FF7 is too, but it's just a spin-off of the game, which is like a obviously well-known big single-player game.
Yeah.
But I think with just how popular like Hoyo fans and just Hoyo in general, Hoyo, what they're called now, I think Honkai Star Rail is probably going to take that one. Well, for good reason. It's a pretty good game.
Yeah, it is actually a good game. I
Best
think,
adaptation.
FF14's taking the ongoing game.
You reckon?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's up there. Best adaptation. I think Mario movie is up there. I think with the mainstream appeal of Mario, I think the movie's got it in the bag.
Oh, well, what are the other choices?
Twisted Metal, which apparently is really good.
I want to watch that actually.
yeah.
I've heard good things about it.
Super
I
good
actually
from
want
what
to
I've
watch
heard.
it. Yeah.
Gran Turismo, which I'll always chuckle at. Castlevania Nocturne. And actually, it's also up against The Last of Us.
Oh. No, I still think the Mario movie's gonna take it,
Yeah,
but that will be a close run. That will
Last of
actually
Us
be a very close run.
Was popular, but it ain't Mario.
No.
So I don't know, man.
That's gonna be a close run. I think the Mario movie will take it, but I feel like that's gonna be a close run.
I think so too. Yeah. Anticipated game. Got Star Wars Outlaws, FF7 Rebirth, Tekken 8, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and Hades 2. I swear Hades 2 was supposed to come out this year. Or did I mishear that?
It's next year, I think. Yeah.
Hades 2 is gonna be a top contender for that, as well as FF7 Rebirth. I
think Rebirth probably takes that, to be honest.
It's high
anticipated. But Hades 2, if it takes it, I'll be shocked, and I'll be very... I mean, to be fair, Hades did win. Didn't Hades win one of these Game of the Year?
It did win an award, yeah. I can't remember what
one of them. I can't remember which one it was.
Something. It might have been indie.
I mean, Hades is a great game, and if Hades 2 is going to expand on Hades, oh my god, we're in for a treat.
Absolutely.
So, I am excited for Hades 2.
Yeah, me too. I've been missing a bit of Hades, so I'm looking forward to the sequel and seeing how it tosses things up.
Yeah, I'm curious as well, and I think, but I do think FF7 Rebirth is highly anticipated at this point now. With everything they've shown of it, with all the stuff they're showing of it, it's going to be a game and a half.
Surprised Persona 3 Reload's not on there, to be honest.
Oh, is that not on there?
No, it's not.
Shocking.
I didn't know Like a Dragon was... I mean, more power to Yakuza and Like a Dragon. I fucking love that franchise, but I've only played the first... I've only played 0 to 3, but I didn't know it was that popular. Like, people are really looking forward to this game. It's Yakuza 8, pretty much, I think, right?
Yeah, it is. It's Yakuza 8. Small plug, you can catch all of Joe's Yakuza streams on one-shot streams.
Fit it in, yeah.
Yeah.
Ben, do you care about esports?
Not particularly.
Me neither. Really, there's like 3 categories on
skip
on
them.
esports.
Skip them. I don't care who wins that.
I don't know any of these content creators either.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so out of the loop on the content creators nowadays for esports.
Which is ironic considering our profession, but
but for esports, I don't. Yeah. So is that all of them? Is that all the games?
Any other ones that are of note? Art direction, actually.
Ooh,
the pretty big contenders for this one, if I'm being honest. So Alan Wake 2, which I hear is amazing. That came out quite late, but it's made a wave and is actually a nominee for Game of the Year. So it must be pretty good.
Yeah.
Apparently the story for that is amazing.
Yeah.
Super Mario Bros. Wonder is nominated for art direction. Tears of the Kingdom is art direction. Lies of P is art direction, which I still haven't played yet, but I really want to. And Hi-Fi Rush is also art direction.
Oh, do you know what? Hi-Fi Rush has a pretty cool art style as well. I think Mario Wonder's got a great art style as well, but that's a hard one.
I would love Hi-Fi Rush to win all these awards. The only thing that upsets me about that is that games that I also enjoy will lose out to it, even though I love Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah.
Like an action game, you got Armored Core 6, Ghost Runner 2, Dead Island 2, Remnant 2, and Hi-Fi Rush. I think it's between Hi-Fi Rush and Armored Core 6.
I forgot Dead Island 2 came out.
And Dead Island 2 did in fact finally come out after all these years. Yeah, I know. I can't believe it either.
Oh, where did it go? I swear it just came out and then disappeared because I don't remember hearing anything about it. It got announced
like 11 years, more than 10 years ago.
I don't remember hearing anything about Dead Island 2 after it got released. I literally don't. Did it do good?
Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know a thing about it. It just came out.
It really did just become an island because I don't actually know what I don't remember. I literally do not remember anyone talking about Dead Island 2.
Not me neither.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's like it's on a deserted island. Wow, I guess it's up for nomination for something then. Wow, shocker.
What else have we got? Best fighting game. We got
Street Fighter 6 probably.
But also Mortal Kombat 1 is a...
is that a good one?
Apparently it's good.
Not on Switch, it's not. we
don't talk about the Switch version.
It doesn't exist.
Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 is on there. Apparently, that's quite polished.
That's really good, apparently.
Yeah, compared to the first one, it apparently improves on everything
they added
that the
like
first one got wrong.
they added like an adventure mode to it, like kind of like how Melee had like the adventure mode sort of thing.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. No, that's good. It's good that they're giving like these multiplayer games an adventure mode. It's not just for, hop on here if you've got no friends. Your mileage may vary.
It's got boss battles as well here. So.
Oh, cool. It's got final smashes too, from what I've heard.
Yeah. That game's pretty good.
Audio design. Alan Wake 2, Resident Evil 4, Spider-Man 2, Dead Space, and Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush deserves to win because audio design it's like the gameplay is built off of its audio design.
I can't talk for all those games, but from what I saw of Hi-Fi Rush, it is very built into its audio design.
It's the game. It is the game. It absolutely deserves audio design.
It takes a lot of skill to make songs where everything moves to the beat.
The gameplay is, you play it to the beat. It is a rhythm action game. Audio design is literally the gameplay, so absolutely that deserves to win. And it's awesome.
If it doesn't win that, I mean, that would be kind of shocking.
So, are there any more interesting ones that are possible?
The Resident Evil 4's got really good audio design as well.
It does, yeah. Honestly, sound design's really good for Resident Evil 4 as well. Like crunchy sound when you get a critical hit on the melee is also very fun, to be honest.
Incredible audio design as well, so. That's a hard one, actually. I don't know, man. Depends what kind of rating, what people think's more important in audio design.
That's kind of it. The rest is all esports horseshit. I don't
Fair
care
enough.
about.
That will be the Game Awards then. I'm glad you enjoyed listening to the rundown, and may the best games win, I guess. Hopefully.
Last of Us Part 2 is going to win for most anticipated game. Just you wait.
Oh yeah, always Last of Us Part 2.
And it'll win Game of the Year 2024.
Last of Us Part 2 remaster for 2024.
Again.
Just like it won the Game of the Year for when we were playing when we played It Takes Two. Right, anyway. So, a little bit of news going on, right? There was, I don't know if you're aware of this, there was the N7 day, which is like a Mass Effect day, where...
Yeah, that's right. They teased a lot.
The next Mass Effect game, reportedly, is not coming out until 2029.
I can wait. As long as it's good, I can wait.
I mean, but it shocked me that people like were hyping, like they announced this like 2 years ago.
The glass half empty for is, oh no, they're going through death hell, which I'm hoping is not the case. But I mean, I'm sure it is.
I think they just announced it too early. Again, the same with like the whole Skyrim 6 thing. That's not out till 2028 or 2029.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt, and I'm gonna keep it glass half full because it is exciting.
Apparently, I hate when companies do this though.
Apparently, it's the actual game is set like 1,000 years later in the story as well, and people would tell me that it's actually like a true 4. And those of you who played Mass Effect 1 through 3 might know what that means, in that your choices from those games might actually somehow migrate into 4, which is
would be insane.
Kind of wild, because I
don't know if they do that.
No, apparently it's a thing, because what BioWare have got, they've actually got a website where if you can make your own save data by basically custom taking choices on this website to make your own save data on a website, and you can integrate that into any game in the series depending on what one you choose as an entry. And people predict they're going to do this with Mass Effect 4 if they're going to go through with the choices from the past games that came out like almost 15 years ago are gonna be integrated into 4. I mean, also it probably counts for the Legacy Edition too, because they re-released the Mass Effect trilogy as a remaster as well. But I've not played Mass Effect since the PS3 days.
I've never played the Mass Effect games.
Oh man, you're missing out. That is prime space drama. That shit's awesome.
I need to get on those at some point.
If you love sci-fi, then Mass Effect's a must play.
I do love sci-fi. I just never played them. Do they age well? I don't know. I need to.
Yeah, it does. Of course, the Legacy Edition's out too. Those are prime video games.
I should get them on Steam or something.
They're good times, yeah. But of course, the massive controversy of the ending, which I honestly don't think is that bad, but it's still fun to poke jokes at. But,
yeah.
What kind of ending are you gonna go for? But still.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the fact that your choices are gonna have effect on a game that is that's taking place 1,000 years later is weird, but also interesting. Because how are they gonna implement that? It might just be like what alien races make it into this part of the entry.
That blows my mind if they actually do that. If they actually do that would be actually insane.
There are certain characters.
Do you remember the choices you made 15 years ago on games we created? Well,
my Gonk Shepherd got killed in the suicide mission. How's this gonna have an effect on Game 4?
Wow, that'd be crazy. Maybe that is why it's not coming out to 2029. But like, still, they shouldn't have announced it 2 years ago. Like, hey, we're working on a new Mass Effect game. They shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, it's a bull tickle every single time.
They should have just said no. They should have just said.
Yeah, it's
nothing.
interesting though, because there are also characters from alien races who live for 1,000 years. So it's like, oh, there's a character that is well known in the Mass Effect series. Are they going to return for 4, and how are they going to handle things and whatnot?
Interesting.
So it's interesting, yeah.
Oh,
so yeah,
okay.
we'll see how BioWare fare with the with the little sprinkles as we go onto that, and the probably delays that also get. I don't be too negative about it, but I just don't trust AAA anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
I do trust AAA.
Games
they can make good games.
more expensive though.
It's just the industry and the way it develops for good and bad, and it's like they make promises.
And they don't keep them.
And promises are hard to keep in this day and age of the industry, sadly. So it's like, we'll see. So we will see.
Yeah. Bandai Namco announced, they've announced a new studio. It's called Studio 2, and it works exclusively on Nintendo games.
Ooh, okay.
So they've got like a brand new studio and they called it 2, which, again, my tinfoil hat here. I feel like this is like another thing to do with like the Switch 2. I'm just saying. Here
you go again.
Yeah, but I'll just leave it at that. I think that's all our news. That is all the news for the month.
Nothing controversial that we decide to make note of. Layoffs be layoffs, and they're getting real fucking bad. But you know how it be, sadly.
Yeah. Those layoffs are just
How come Fortnite laid people off, man? Aren't they literally printing money?
Bring it up.
The fuck is going on? What is happening? Fortnite laying people off, huh?
Because Joe, the way it works, man, is like the more you lay people off, the more it looks good for your company because you by profit margins. Yeah, because you take in more money. Like it's ridiculous.
They've got enough money.
They lay them off. And then they take in a big cash sum themselves. They're scummy CEOs at
Fortnite's not even a game anymore. It's a fucking force of nature at this point. Why are they laying people off?
It's an engine. Because they need to make it look like their company is growing still. That's how capitalism works. Anyway, I don't know, and I don't like layoffs. I didn't want to bring up layoffs.
Another cog in the murder machine.
I didn't want to bring up layoffs this time. I was trying to keep the news pretty positive, and you just don't blow it.
I'm sorry,
right
me and my big mouth. All right, moving on. Ben, what games have you been playing, dude?
Well, that is the end of part 2. And we'll see you back in part 3.
Let's quickly transition before I let anything slip out again. Quick.